My name is Javier Nunez. I was born in Honduras and then moved to Bayonne, New Jersey when I was about a week old. You currently catch me on HBO, How to Make It in America, and some skateboard magazines, skateboard videos, and working on some projects as far as acting as well in the future. On How to Make It, I play a bipolar pro skateboarder, ex-pro skateboarder called Alfredo Gomez. I got involved in acting through skateboarding, and through skateboarding, I got into that movie Kids through my friend Harold Hunter, rest in peace, and Justin Pierce, rest in peace. Because through those guys, you know, they got my foot in the door into this acting thing, and then, you know, I wasn't taking it that serious at a young age, but I now have this opportunity with HBO where, you know, I'm definitely taking it more serious than before. Harold, when I was young, we used to skate the Brooklyn Banks right over here under the Brooklyn Bridge on the Manhattan side. And before I got to meet Harold personally, I always used to see him at the skate spot, just making mad jokes, you know, just having a good time, always snapping. And being a young kid, I always looked up to that, and I always admired that in Harold. And when I got to meet him, it was actually more cool because we were actually snapping on each other. So that's one thing. When I was young, I always like, you know what, I want to be funny. I want to be funny just like Harold. He always had everybody laughing. At any minute, he would just do some wild stuff, and everybody would just be laughing. So, you know, I definitely learned a lot from that dude, as far as like joking and snapping and all that. Oh, Justin as well. Like those dudes, I was the young dude out the crew, so to have these guys, you know, put me under their wing at a young age, you know, I respected that a lot, because there wasn't too many skaters my age that were hanging out with this older group of people, you know, and these older group of people I was hanging out with, they were already like in the prime of skateboarding as far as on the professional level in the mid-90s to late 90s. So to be part of that crew, you know, I was a very lucky dude, man, and I learned a lot from it. Well, as of now, I'm just working more on my skate stuff. You know, I'm working on a promo skate video for this company I skate for. It's called Ammo. And we're working on a promo video for New Year's Eve, so you guys can keep a lookout for that. Well, people who don't understand it look at it as just a sport, but in reality it's a way of life, it's a culture. It's just like how you have graffiti, how you have breakdancing. It's a way of living. And like I said, if it wasn't for skateboarding, I wouldn't be involved in any of the things I'm doing now. Well, I'm known for doing nollie, front 180 heel flips, and a lot of switch tricks. I wouldn't say I have a signature trick. I mostly, you know, in skateboarding, you try to learn every trick possible and master it. And at the same time, I have fun doing it. I skate for Ammo Skateboards, Diamond Supply Company, Crooks Castles, Famous Shoes, independent trucks. Louis, before I got to meet Louis, he was just an actor that I always admired and respected, just because the roles he had, and him being from, you know, from LES and New York, coming from, you know, a hood part, and for him to come up, you know, I respected that a lot. But as I got to know Louis, you know, I respected him even more besides the acting stuff, because as a person, you know, he's done a lot just for his community as far as being a social worker and adopting 4 kids. You know, that shows a lot about a person, how much respect and love he has. And that's one thing, you know, I respected Louis a lot, and once I found out about his background, I respected him more. So, you know, he's an inspiration, you know, not to me, but just, I'm pretty sure, to a lot of people. Working with Louis was fun, man. It's like he always stood in character, but he would joke with you, but you wouldn't know if he was joking or not, because he just always had that same face. But, you know, I got to learn a lot working with him. And when I was on set with him, you know, I'll ask him, like, yo, Louis, am I doing a good job? You know, let me know, check me, you know, just check me, you know. And he be like, oh no, Papo, you're doing good, you're doing good. So I'm like, and to hear that coming from a guy like him, it meant a lot. It meant a lot, and that's something, I take into consideration, because, you don't have too many people on his level being that cool and telling you like, yo, you're doing a good job. And for me being, this new up-and-coming actor, or whatever you want to call it, I respect that a lot. I just want people to know that I'm just a regular dude, just trying to make it. Just like the TV show, but it's real life too, I want people to know that Javier Nunez comes from skateboarding before acting. Like, that's what got me into acting. Like, I come from a solid background. I learned a lot in the streets of New York. Even though I'm not from New York, but I learned a lot. I started coming to New York when I was 10 years old. Pretty much as a young kid growing up in New York, I just learned a lot being in the streets, and was lucky enough to veer towards a positive thing instead of a negative thing. Javier is just another individual in this earth trying to make it, trying to make the best out of nothing. By surrounding yourself around a lot of positive people, I'm pretty sure anybody could do that. So Hav is Hav at the end of the day, regardless if you see me on a TV show, regardless if you see me in a movie or in a skate magazine. At the end of the day, I'm just a regular dude that appreciates life, having fun. I'm not a difficult person, man. That's Javier Nunez for you.